What's up, Cubs fans? Here we are again, another edition here with loyalcubsfans.com. And it's August 30th, 2018. Cubs played a competitive game against Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves are the second best record in the NL. It was a bake-up game. Because of the rain, Cubs are like in the stretch of needing to play 23 straight games in a row, but they're doing pretty well. Have a pretty good August record, like 17-8. They had a 7-game winning streak, and then they laid an egg. Somewhat expected. They had a horrible lineup. Maddon wanted to give guys rest, which sometimes you have to sacrifice one game for the length of the season, keeps guys healthy. So you just have to think long term. Sometimes it's baseball. You're not going to win all of them. So Cubs, it was Montgomery coming back. He missed like almost 3 starts. And he looked good early, got out of some jams. Cubs scored, forget the guy's name for the Braves, like FOL something, has a beard. But his ERA was 2.84. Pretty solid pitcher, having one of the better years. And Cubs are scoring early against him. They kind of let him off the hook a little bit, but they were up 3-0 early. Thought, this is pretty cool. Give Montgomery a lead. Braves, though, they have the second most runs scored in the NL. Cubs are first. So you figured could be a higher scoring game. And next thing you know, Cubs are losing 4-3. Things kind of got ugly in the 5th inning. Montgomery was only at 66 pitches, and Maddon took him out. Have to listen to the post-game interview. Potentially a pitch count. He didn't do any rehab starts, too, but I don't know. I think Maddon just was kind of concerned that things could really escalate. That Freddie Freeman's just one hell of a player, and we got burned twice when Montgomery either walked or gave up a hit or hit a batter. You leave 2 guys on base with Freddie Freeman coming up, and he's MVP candidate for the year, hitting .310, hitting so many clutch hits. He had 1 triple, gets 2 guys in. It's going to be trouble a lot of times. It's going to be trouble. And I'll tell you, things, next thing you know, it's 4-3. And what scared the hell out of me is we brought in Kintzler. He was supposed to be a ground ball pitcher, but gave up like 3 home runs like within a week. He did keep the ball in the park, thank God, but he comes in. It's tied at 3, and there's only 1 out with the runner on third, Freeman. We needed that second out to be like a ground ball out, a strikeout. It's a deep fly ball. Got the out number 2, but easily scored. Now we're down 4-3. And Kintzler did get another fly ball. So he got out of the inning. He retired both batters' face. But now we're down 4-3. That run that scored counts against Montgomery. So the books are closed. He was looking fairly good at the beginning, getting out of jams, but not a quality start in the books, giving up 4 runs, even though he's striking out guys and stuff. So I still have faith in Montgomery. I'll kind of give him a pass. First game back after about 3 weeks. Braves are a pretty good hitting team. Freeman, he just needs to do better with batters before Freeman. You can't have 2 guys on base with Freeman coming up. He's just too damn good of a player. So it is what it is. We got through the inning. Not the best situation. And Tommy La Stella hits a 2-run homer. Can you believe that? Tommy La Stella, his first home run of the year. He's only got 9 career home runs. I think it's like his 4th year in the league. The Braves gave up on him. Cubs are like, this guy's like a 2nd-round draft pick. He's got talent. Guy's a tough out. Tommy La Stella made the Braves pay. That was pretty cool. He had to feel awesome about that. He hit it like 5 rows deep, too, for a guy that's not a power guy, more of a contact, tough out type of guy. That was pretty cool. Turned out to be the difference. A 5-4 win. Thank you, Tommy LaStella. And Schwarber got on base before him, so it's good to see more than a solo home run. You have to hit some 2-3 run home runs. Guys got to get on base, set things up. It's kind of a weird day. 5 runs, you take that. Most of the time you win at 5 runs, and we did. Took some good relief pitching down at the stretch to get it done. And you take the 5 runs. It was kind of weird. You'd expect to score 5 runs that you're going to get production out of Murphy, Baez, Rizzo. It's kind of been that way recently, and with the other guys going quiet. Murphy actually struck out either once or twice, but he's like 0 for 4 or 5. Rizzo walked once, and he did score a run one time. That helped, but no hits. Baez going to get a hit. Some unlikely heroes like Wilson Contreras. He had a ground ball hit, which I consider good out because guy on third scored. A guy in second went to third, so that only made 1 out. And then Montgomery got up and got a hit. And then Wilson later got another hit, got a double down the third base line. So Wilson Contreras had 2 RBIs. Montgomery had an RBI, kind of helped his cause. And then LaStella with the 2-run homer. Different unlikely heroes. Of course, LaStella is one of the better pinch hitters. For some reason, LaStella can play a whole game, go 0 for 4. Or he can play every 2 games, get 1 at bat, and get a key RBI. But you need some of those guys. Really proud of the bullpen tonight, even though Kinsler scares the crap out of me. But he retired both batters. I wish the first batter would have been more of a ground out. They ended up scoring. And Chavez comes in, pitched like an inning and a third. They took him out and brought in Justin Wilson. Chavez gave up 1 hit. They bring in Justin Wilson to face Freddie Freeman, who was kicking her butt with 3 RBIs. Justin Wilson got him to fly out. And then the next guy, I have trouble pronouncing his name, MAR, he's hitting like 309. He flies out. So Wilson retired both batters. Starting to gain respect from Wilson now. I guess he can be hot and cold. Not a horrible year, but I guess maybe the expectations were higher when we traded for him last year, but he's doing better than last year. So that was good. We got through that. Get some tough hitters. And then we get into some of the later innings. You get to the 8th inning. Edwards, he had like a 6-game streak where he didn't strike a guy out, which is weird because usually it's either all or nothing with him, strikeout or walk, or things escalate. I mean, overall, guys hit for a low average against him. He's got some great stuff. His command can be questionable at times. But Edwards struck out at least, no, maybe he didn't strike out a guy, but last game he struck out like 2 guys. So he broke like a 6-appearance stretch where he, for some reason, didn't strike out guys, even though that's been one of his strengths. But the main point is he got through the 8th inning and retired all 3 batters. Some pop-outs, fly-outs. I'll take it. So Edwards is like that 8th inning guy. Then we dealt with Strop. Even though Madden said Strop isn't necessarily the closer, we had Cisick that could have came in. Strop got in trouble. Strop retired all 3 batters. Pretty cool. We were hanging on to a 1-run lead. I wish the Cubs could have found a way to score more runs, but they did enough. Thank you, Tommy LaStella, for the go-ahead RBI. The home run that surprised the heck out of me. You only hit 9 in your career. This is one of the bigger ones against your old team that gave up on you, the Braves. Cubs win 5-4. Pretty exciting. 29 games left. one more game until September call-ups. Cubs still in their middle of their 23 game in a row stretch, but come September, at least you have more relief in the bullpen. Even though some of the guys are guys that done well in Iowa, but they struggle in Chicago, but still can help. We can't pitch our main guys are Cishek, Edwards, Strop. Can't pitch our main guys all the time. So we have to have those guys fresh for playoffs. So, and unfortunately, St. Louis won and Milwaukee won also. But Cubs, I want to say they're 4.5 games above the Cardinals and 5 games above the Brewers. And they played 1 less game than the Cardinals and 2 games less than Brewers. So I think next Thursday, those teams are off. So if we win, that's a game getting closer and getting a half a game. We still play the Brewers 6 more games, and then we play the Cardinals 3 games at the end of the year. Hopefully by then, those 3 games won't be as meaningful. We'll see, but we just have to keep doing our thing. Now we move on to a 3-game series at Philadelphia. We're not as great on the road, but the first 2 pitchers for Philadelphia, they've been struggling. They did move up Sunday. They moved up their ace, Nola, to pitch against Lester. Lester's been doing better, but struggled in the second half overall. Nola kind of gives him chance. So we have Quintana and then back to Hendricks. Hendricks looking pretty good lately. Quintana, he started to struggle, but gave up like 2 runs in 5 innings. But I feel like our bats can get it going against Philadelphia's first 2 pitchers that kind of been struggling lately. We could be set up to win 2 out of 3. Worried about that Sunday night game. Or actually not a Sunday night, it's like Sunday at 12:30. But so we have a Friday, Saturday, 6 p.m. game. It's always fun. Be nice to win them all, but 2 out of 3 on the road, you'd always take. And hopefully at least yesterday they lost. And Brewers, they've been scrapping over Cincinnati. The other day they were down 10-6 and they came back and won like 12-11. Like, man, come on, Reds. But Cubs still pretty much controlling their destiny. Right now, they won 8 out of 9. They had a 7-game winning streak and then terrible lineup. But Madden looking at long term, he's willing to sacrifice 1 game to get guys rest, get on a run, be ready for the stretch run. I know it's tough for people to understand that. We're in a microwave society, impatient. We're not going to be 162-0, but I would take 8 out of 9 wins anytime. Exciting day. Exciting game. Let's go, Cub fans. Let's get it done at Philadelphia. Oh, the other interesting note, and we'll find out more tomorrow, but Hayward did leave the game. The hamstring injury reported. They didn't say exactly what, some tightness, but a play where he dove, missed the ball. It wasn't really catchable. But Hayward left. They call it like some hamstring tightness. So that may be a factor of Chris Bryant coming back a day early. I've been kind of critical, like, are you going to really send like Bodie down and then he can't play for like 10 days to bring in Bryant? As much as I like Bryant, Rookie of the Year, MVP 1 year, tough year this year, injured and stuff, power numbers are down. But still was hitting like, 360 on base percentage or 270 average. He's been rehabbing in Iowa, 2 for 10, 2 singles. He almost hit a home run, walked like 3 times, scored 3 runs. Ideally, I'd like to see him come up Saturday, not have to make a roster move. Jesse Rogers mentioned He's going to fly with the team Friday. Probably be up Saturday, maybe Friday, but then you got to make a roster move. But if Hayward's really hurt, then it's kind of a no-brainer. What I was thinking, and they kind of talked about this, is you could see some more games where Bryant plays in the outfield, either right or left. He could play center, but I just like Elmore at center. It's just unbelievable. We've seen him make this diving catch in the morning track. You could see a lot of games that Bryant in the outfield, one of the corner spots, and then Bodie playing third. Finally made his first error, but overall Bodie's been saving a lot of runs at third. It's been kind of fun to watch. Even if Bodie's bat gets quiet, which he still has a lot of damn clutch hits. I almost think he's better than La Stella as a pinch hitter or late hitter now. Except La Stella did win us the game today. Sometimes you have some unlikely heroes. That's what happened today. So we'll see what the news is. Be kind of unfortunate because Hayward, 275 average. He's been playing great defense. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago he had like a 4-hit day. Baseball can be a cruel game. Cubs are built to win with injuries. It's part of the game. Well, let's get another winning streak going. We won one after our 7-game winning streak got snapped. Be pretty cool to get off to a good start against Philadelphia. Hopefully Quintana gets going. Next thing we'll find out, they did send Mills down to bring up Montgomery. And I don't know if that means Mills has to wait 10 days. We did rehab Drew Smiley, but they only let him pitch 1 inning. First live game in like 14 months. He had Tommy John surgery. See where that goes if he just comes out of the bullpen. If they do let him start, I know there's talks we go to a 6-man rotation. So I don't know if that's Mills waiting 10 days to pitch again or how that works. We'll find out. Just keep winning, Cubs. Have a great day.